Ladies and gentlemen, Daily Intermission fans, we're back in studio for episode 31 of season 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. I'm joined, as always, by Nathan Brown. Nate, what's up, fella?
Oh, not much. Feeling a little COVID-y.
Yeah, positive test?
A little COVID-y. I have COVID currently, folks. Currently in the possession of COVID. So, we got this guy over here. He's taken one.
Yeah, you might wonder what I'm doing in studio in a confined area with an individual with COVID, but I had COVID. So, and I had it 3 weeks ago.
Immune.
So I'm immune for 3 months. Well, we're going to put that theory to the test here, Dr. Strang.
Yeah, we'll be finding out if this is confirmed pretty quick, won't we?
Yeah, exactly. If I go down with COVID again, I mean, that's going to be a tough scene. But Nate, I will mention that the pregame show of episode 31 of season 2 is brought to you by Manscaped. Go get your Lawnmower 4.0. Go get some boxers. Go get the full kit. Use code TDI for 20% off. It's an amazing buy. We tell you every episode, go do it.
Free shipping as well. And as Greg brought up the underwear, they're great underwear.
Yeah.
Top-notch stuff.
Absolutely.
Some of the best.
For sure.
They've got everything on there, man. You can get anything.
You know what's funny with men's underwear, Nate? I mean, we talk about Saxx and we look at, Lulu and 2-under's one in the kind of in the golf industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I find the Saxx and the 2-under, I don't know if it's because I've got just like these pumpkin-sized testicles, but they're kind of uncomfortable.
I know that's generally my issue.
Yeah.
Very large testicles.
Yeah.
No, I think they're just not as good as like Lulu.
Yeah, okay.
Like my Lulus don't ride up.
No.
At all. Like they just sit comfortably. They have the pouch. And whatever's going on with Saxx, like they're just not that.
It's like a
comfy, man.
Lulus are like a compression short that's like loose enough to be a comfy boxer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then they're so like
Saxx right up on my thighs, man.
Same.
And I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I think due to the fact that we have to walk around half the time with our testicles in a wheelbarrow like that, obviously it's challenging to make.
Dude,
boxers for those types of people.
Like, a friend of the show sent me a video yesterday, and it's this dog that has not been neutered.
Yeah.
Its nuts are hanging like, dude, I'm talking
Dragon?
like, no, dude, like they're flapping like side to side, like up on its hips.
Yeah.
I'll have to get you the video. I mean, this thing should have been neutered years ago. These things are they're looking like me pre-Hern dog. Is what they are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll check that out. You know me, I don't mind. Anyway, Elon Musk, I should say, he has been rumored to be in the mix to buy Twitter for $42 billion. I mean, what? I mean, it's interesting to see. I mean, we've said, is it an aging platform? Is it an aging social media platform? Will him buying it, be able to revamp and be able to kind of give it, extend its shelf life? But what do you think of this, Nate?
I mean, there's a shot, I guess. I don't really know. I mean, if I had his kind of wealth, if I was going to purchase a social media,
yep,
Twitter's probably not the first place I'm going.
No, I'm in the same boat.
If I'm him, I'm probably just making my own.
Yeah, I'm doing like OnlyFans maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be a good one to own.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, folks, got to go in here for some technical stuff. Just not everybody's stuff. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think Twitter'd be my move. I don't think.
We'll see what happens. So yeah, I guess the motive behind it, Nate, is that he wants to make it kind of a freedom of speech platform where there's less monitoring of
right.
the types of language. I don't know if that's going to benefit society. I mean, people know it's a cesspool on the best of days over there on Twitter. So I mean, I think it's kind of riding the line anyways. I mean, if you kind of get in the depths of Twitter, you can find yourselves in some volume down, screen away situations.
If he's looking for something like that, you grab TikTok or Instagram, something like that, where it's like you have unlimited money.
For sure.
You can buy it if you want.
Yeah.
And those ones are pretty like censored.
For sure. And I think Instagram, that's going to be challenging to acquire from Facebook, but
for sure.
Or Meta.
Yeah, I'm never calling it
that. But we'll see what happens with Elon Musk and Twitter. Nate Duke, obviously celebrating the long, illustrious career of Coach K, have gifted him a new puppy.
They have.
A nice gesture indeed. But, I don't know. I mean, they would probably have to do some research. Like, you'd have to ask him. It's like, what if
you can't just give him a puppy.
No.
I've said this for years now. Excuse me, COVID. When I get a dog, I don't think I really want to go the puppy route. Lot of feces on the ground.
Yes, sure.
It's like, why not go down to the what?
Yeah, the SPCA or whatever.
Yeah, go down there, save a dog that's going to get euthanized.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be the move?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's,
but there is something about growing it up. I know for sure,
and training it, and
making it your own.
Yeah, bringing it a beer out of the fridge.
Yeah, getting it to fetch you beer out of the fridge.
Yeah, come on.
The other thing is too, you go down to the SB, you get one that toaster. You close the toaster the wrong way. And it comes at you. You don't know what they've been through.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people are terrible to animals.
No, that's facts, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, Coach K, obviously, they're celebrating his career, but I thought it was kind of an odd gift, Nate. As a puppy, I think you need confirmation to say, listen, do you want a puppy? Because that's gonna be.
He's 100 years old.
Yeah,
like he might have already given it away.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Nate, moving on in the pregame show, a person purchased Tiger's irons that he used to win 4 majors for $75,000 at an auction in the early 2000s. He has now flipped them and sold them for $5.5 million. Man, what a flip!
Sorry, how much did you say you got them for?
$57K. Yeah,
that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
that's
incredible.
Outrageous. I saw a thing about an NFT the other day. Some guy bought it, and I'm not completely sure on the numbers here, but I believe he bought it for like 4.9 million. This NFT, and then he went to sell it, and so he put it up, and it was getting bid for, and he wanted like 48 million.
Yeah,
and he ended up getting like $280.
Oh my, that is a tough scene.
I mean, I'd never buy one anyway, but
I'm not too versed in the NFT scene, but I'm assuming that there's no reimbursement of that.
No. I don't know about NFTs. They just seem like an absolute, I don't know, some sort of money grab.
It seems a little scammy, doesn't it?
It does seem scammy, dude.
It does, man. Anyway, we might be moving into the NFT, so look on our social. We might be coming out with an NFT, folks. So,
get me with a mustache. It's only 4.9 milli.
No, for sure. Nate, just to kind of finish off in the pregame show here, Urban Meyer came out this week, and then he said he didn't know about. There was reports saying that he did not know about Aaron Donald pre-game when they played against the Los Angeles Rams, and apparently that was false. Urban Meyer was well aware, and we had on Joshua Perry, who played for Urban Meyer, spoke very highly of Urban Meyer. Yeah. It's challenging, when that event goes down, when he's at the bar and there's young girls dancing on him. You can't win from there on out.
No, you can't. You can't, even if you would have filmed him, got that one shot, and he was like, all right, that was, you know what I mean? Like, I got it, guys. Like, I'm out of here. Like, I can't be doing this. Yeah. I mean, you crop that video down, and you're screwed anyway.
Yeah.
So
he won't be back in the NFL. I'm assuming he might be able to get a college job as well. But but he came out and denied all those claims that he did in fact know who Aaron Donald was, because every single NFL fan, every casual fan, anyone who has poked their heads into the NFL scene knows who Aaron Donald is. So I found that
outrageous.
It was just an outrageous claim. But Urban Meyer obviously fired from the Jaguars last season. We'll see where he ends up. And we're moving into quarter 1 of season 2 of episode 31 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're talking NBA talk, and Miles Bridges. There's been a lot of fan altercation in the last few weeks in the NBA, but he threw his mouth guard at a fan and got fined $50K. That right there is a dirty move, especially in today's society.
Yeah, I mean, we got a bit of a pandemic going on, I guess. COVID's still around, I'm hearing.
Yep.
But I find it funny, the fines.
Yeah.
League wide, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can spear a guy in the nuts in the NHL, you get $5K.
Yeah. Because that's the maximum, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the maximum is, but I know for a fact, like, I've seen KD get fined $100.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I don't know if the maximum must be pretty crazy.
For sure.
$50,000 is a lot of money to throw a mouth guard in the stands.
Definitely.
He was apologetic too. Like, he was trying to reach out to the young girl and stuff, and
and I should mention that
he was aiming for a guy, right?
and it flew past the guy and hit a teenage girl. So that is a tough scene for sure. So Miles Bridges will be eating that $50K fine.
Yep.
Nate, Paul George missed the play-in game last night. The Clippers ended up losing to the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans will sneak in and play against the Suns. I'm not sure how long of a series that will be.
I'm saying 4.
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's kind of sniffing out as kind of a sweep. But Paul George, I mean, we look at both Los Angeles teams missing out, won't be in the playoffs this season. I mean, these are two teams that, we look back, say 16, 18 months ago. I mean, we're looking at, like, these are the two fire wagons of the West. You got Kawhi, you got Paul George in the Clippers, you got LeBron, you got AD, and both of them missing the playoffs.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, that's why I was saying, even like as the year was going on and we would keep talking, like we are kind of looking at the standings and stuff, it got to the point where I was like, you know what, they could be like the Clippers could be like a sneaky like 6-7 seed.
Yeah.
It's just straight up miss.
Yeah, it's
insane. I mean, it doesn't help Kawhi with the ACL thing. Obviously,
no, exactly.
Him playing, it's a different story.
This is an entire season. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, he's obviously a freak. He's a top 5 player in the world when he's playing, but missing an entire season at his age, we'll see what happens with Kawhi Leonard. But
he's a 2-time MVP, no?
That's a good question.
He won with Sacramento for sure in 2014, because I remember
San Antonio.
San Antonio, sorry, yeah. Yep. And he got it with the Raptors.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Had to.
Yeah.
Finals
MVP. Absolutely. Yep. You're right. But yeah, Nate's Zion. So the Pelicans won, and obviously they acquired CJ McCollum. They got Brandon Ingram. Like they're a decent team. They got JV. Obviously, all the Raptors fans will be familiar with. I think he's still in New Orleans. That actually, I might be speaking out of my arse. I think he's still there. But Zion is kind of back. He's doing 360 dunks, and there's a little bit of tension between management and Zion Williamson. Zion says he's good to go. Management says he's not. I mean, what's going to go on there?
This has been such a mess, man. Like, as far as from my outside perspective, it was like a slight foot injury.
Yeah. That
has dragged on for what seems like 25 years. And I mean, he's throwing 360s down in warm up, and I'm just not sure what's going on anymore here.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Is he going to play in the playoffs? Like, it's not looking like it.
Who knows?
He's just chilling on the bench.
Yeah. It's a tough scene for sure, Nate. But Ben Simmons could debut in Game 4 for Brooklyn. I don't know how you target that. It's a Game 4. Yeah, we're gonna get mixed in, man. He'll probably get like 9 minutes off the bench and not shoot. So yeah, we'll see. Ben Simmons will be making the debut. It looks like in that Celtics Nets series at some point. Steph Curry will make his return. We'll be ready to go Game 1 versus Denver. So the NBA playoffs are alive and well. If you missed last episode, we broke them down. But Steph will be a nice return there for Golden State, Nate.
For sure. I was looking over too, man. The East playoffs for the first round are going to be sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what do you have? You have Milwaukee, Chicago, Toronto, Philly.
Yep.
What is it? Miami, Atlanta.
Yep.
And what's the two?
Boston Nets.
Yeah, dude. Every single series is sick.
For sure. And Trae Young last night, we forgot to mention, Nate, yes, the Hawks did beat Cleveland on the road. Dude, he took over the game. Cleveland was winning that game at half, and it was like fairly handily by double digits. And Trae Young came out, man, and he just took over. Like, this guy he's such a stud, man. That was such an odd, we talk about it sometimes on the podcast, but like when Doncic was drafted by Atlanta and Trae was drafted by Dallas back to back, and they just traded them. It's like, what?
Yeah, it was weird.
I think Quavo went to Atlanta and said, none of this Luka Doncic, get Trae Young in here.
Yeah, that was kind of a rumor going then.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was,
yeah. Yeah, no, he went off, 38 points. Yep. Did you see the jimmer he had from center?
No.
Oh, man, he just pulled up a 3 from the Cleveland logo, which, mind you, I mean, that's not really center because the C somehow hooks all the way to the 3-point line. But, I mean, it was still a long-range 3-ball.
For sure.
But
no, that'd
be good.
No, absolutely. That's awesome. But yeah, we're looking forward to the NBA playoffs. We've got Scoopy coming on next week. So Scoopy, Brandon Scoopy Robinson will join us next week, and we'll be breaking down the NBA regular season, talk about some of the things that happened, some of the biggest surprises, and also talk a little bit about the playoffs.
Yep.
We're moving into quarter 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We got Mike Bossy, one of the most prolific goal scorers in the history of the NHL. Nate, Mike Bossy passes at the age of 65. That's 2 legends from that New York Islanders team.
Yeah.
Was it Gillies?
Clark Gillies,
Clark
yes.
Gillies as well has passed away this season. So obviously super sad news, man. Nate, Mike Bossy, man, this guy.
I mean, he did it all.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he absolutely bagged. What is it? He has, 5 60-goal seasons?
Yep.
9 50-goal seasons. He's done the unthinkable. He's scored 50 and 50 at the start of the year. Ridiculous. I mean, and not to even mention in the 4 straight Stanley Cups.
Which is just what a resume. And I guess people too are talking about, and oftentimes you hear this when someone passes, but he was such a tremendous human being as well. Just a joy to be around. And obviously, we offer our condolences to the Bossy family and the New York Islanders organization. I mean, it's been a challenging year for them all around, and obviously you hate to see the passing of one of the game's greats. So rest in peace, Mike Bossy, one of the most prolific goal scorers in the history of the game. But Nate, we're moving on, and Ryan Hartman, we talked about the last episode, gave the bird to Evander Kane. I guess the money from fans was pouring in left, right, and center. I know Evander Kane's ex-girlfriend was one of them, but he had more than enough money to pay for the fine. He says he's going to donate to charity.
Yeah, which is a class act.
Yeah,
I mean, especially when this money's pouring in, it's like, thanks guys. Like, I mean, you're not really in a position where you can just pocket it.
Yeah.
So
does this speak volumes to the support that the Minnesota fans have for Ryan Hartman, or the fact that people just hate Evander Kane?
I'd say it could be a little bit of both. I'm sure they enjoy Hartman, but I'd say it's probably about a 90-10 split, with the 90 being we don't like Evander Kane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would think. Sure. I mean, he's pretty well hated.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
So
yeah, I mean, we'll see how much that hopefully it's publicized the amount of money that was sent to Ryan Hartman, because that could be pretty comical. But he's going to be donating that to a charity. Carey Price made his season debut last night. We kind of talked about it last episode of if Montreal should start him or not. He made his debut. They ended up losing 3-0, but man, what are the Montreal Canadiens going to do with Carey Price? I mean, I think if you can retool a little bit and really, think that you can kind of make a puzzle that will be good enough to make the playoffs. I don't know if you can, but it'd be worth keeping him. If not, then you're probably going to have to dish him. Yeah, for sure. I feel like the issue with Montreal is they kind of get a little ahead of themselves. Yeah. They'll get like a prospect or something. They kind of go. They've also kind of drafted kind of horribly. Yeah. You look back at like Kotkaniemi at third. They could have taken Brady Tkachuk. Oh. That would have been a lot better of a fit, obviously. Yeah. They don't even have Kotkaniemi anymore. Yeah. They got the picks out of it. But, that kind of worked out for them. He wasn't going to work out, and then they ended up getting the draft picks anyway for the contract that he signed with Carolina. So, they're going to go retool. They're good shot. They get Shane Wright. Yeah. That's a starting point. But, yeah, you got to, as you said, you're going to have to move on from Carey Price because, I think so. There's no position for them to be in. So, who are some teams that you think, just at the top of your head, that might be interested in Carey Price? If Edmonton overpays and gets half that salary, get him at about $5 million. If you get Carey Price at $5 million, you're laughing. Yeah. It would cost you. Oh, yeah. But, if you're Edmonton, it's like... What's their prospect pool looking like? Most of them are playing. Yeah. Pretty sure Yamamoto's been a prospect for the last 7 years. Yeah. I'm not really too sure, honestly. Nothing really stands... Nobody really comes to mind. No, I think of Edmonton's prospect pool. No. It's hard to imagine... Chuck a couple first, though. Yeah. Yeah. Eat this salary, Montreal. You're rebuilding. No, absolutely. That would be a nice fit. But yeah, I can't really think of the top of mind some other teams, but it'll be interesting. I think that people will be, knocking on the door for Carey Price. But Robin Leonard, Nate, has left the Vegas Knights on a personal leave. I guess he's got some family issues going on. He's had a kind of an up and down season. He's spent some time away, but man, Vegas they need to get in, man. Yeah, it's tough for them too. It seems like they're kind of winning, but Dallas doesn't want to lose. Yeah. And it's just, that's the thing when you're just outside looking in, man, those teams that you're chasing just never seem to lose a game. Yeah, 100%. So, Dallas still got a game in hand on them, and they're still up 2 points, so... we're looking the other day, and they ended up the third best odds to win the conference, and it's they're not even in the playoffs. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insanity. Yeah, who made those up? But I think they just need to get in. They're playing it safe, the books, for sure. Yeah, no, they know if they get in, it's... But, if they get Colorado, they're not beating Colorado. No, exactly. I don't care how stacked they are. It's not going to happen. No, I agree. I think they're poised for a nice run. Nate Nye, big prospect for the Toronto Maple Leafs, met with Kyle Dubas in Minnesota. He plays for the University of Minnesota. He said he's decided he's going to go back to school, for one more season. It sucks because it sounds like this guy's ready to rock. He's a big forward. It sounded like he was going to get some playing time, but he's going back to school. You'd have to imagine that he's putting on a bit of a clinic down at the University of Minnesota, off and on the ice. Yeah, you would have to reckon. Yeah, but I wonder what the move is here with Toronto, though. They're probably just what... wait, whose call was it? He wants to go back to school. They're trying to get him. Yeah. Right. So Dubas flew into Minnesota, and he's like, I'm going back. So, they wanted him for the playoff run, but it's gonna be interesting, man. Toronto's been playing well, man. They play the good teams really well and the bad teams really poorly. So, it's interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see. All the eyes of the hockey world will be on the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round, because this is it. This is, who knows if they lose in the first round. It's going to be mayhem in the city of Toronto, and that team will be broken apart for sure. The thing is, it's going to be tough. Oh, man, they're going to Tampa or Boston. Matched up against Tampa, exactly. Yeah. So they're not catching Florida. No. So that's where you're at. You got Tampa or Boston, and it's not looking spectacular for you. No, it's not. Nate, just to finish off quarter 2 in the NHL here, we got Jonathan Toews coming out and said he wants more transparency in the Chicago organization. I think a lot of people are asking for that, no? Yes, they are. And what a year it's been for the Chicago Blackhawks. At once, pre-2021, 2020, these guys, were one of the biggest dynasties in the last couple decades in the NHL, and now their reputation has been tainted. That Rocky guy, when he put on a clinic at the press conference at the town hall. But I don't know what Chicago's going to do, Nate. You've got some nice pieces. You certainly don't have a team. No, you don't. You got DeBrincat. Yeah. Obviously, awesome. That's spectacular. Yep. Taves is not
like he's obviously had a down year. He's
I'm not sure how much game he's got left though.
No, I know it's not looking great. No. Patrick Kane's obviously declined, like getting to that point. You're just getting older.
Yeah.
It's honestly like it's almost time you almost think they just kind of retool him.
You got to
like,
scrap.
Imagine what you can get for Kane right now.
Oh,
right? Like for sure. You're not making the playoffs no matter what you bring in. You don't have the cap space or anything. Dude, they got rid of Panarin in like 16, 17 because they were like, we're not going to be able to sign him.
Yeah.
So it's like they pretty much should have just dished Kane then. They haven't done anything since.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's been a tough scene and I mean this offseason they're like, okay, let's retool here with Seth Jones and Marc-Andre Fleury, and obviously that hasn't really worked out, but we'll see what happens in Chicago and Toronto and Vegas, and we're really excited for the NHL playoffs just around the corner. But that'll conclude quarter 2, and we're moving into the halftime show of this week, and it's what's their nickname? I'm going to give you layups this week, Nate.
Okay. Yeah. I think mine are pretty layup for you too. So are we going with the route? So we're going to name either the player or are we naming the nickname?
I'd say give the player.
And then name their nickname.
Yeah.
That will make it tougher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. You want me to start things off?
Sure.
All right. We got Frank Thomas.
The Big Hurt.
And we're 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy.
Randy Johnson.
That's the big unit.
Bang.
Okay. Hey. Okay, let's just break these down quickly. The big unit. The Big Hurt. What did Frank Thomas do to anybody? Crazy.
But listen, were nicknames more of a standardized thing like 2 decades ago?
I feel like Well, dude, I was hopefully this isn't one of the ones you bring up.
Yeah.
But when I was kind of looking for ones that were like kind of hard but like kind of easy, I came across Butterbean. You know Butterbean, the boxer?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You've seen him. He's the big boxer dude.
Yeah.
Huge guy.
Okay.
But like I looked and I was just like, if you ask me Butterbean, like I don't know his name.
Yeah.
I just know it's Butterbean.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's got a nickname now.
Yeah.
I feel like you do know Butterbean. It's not coming.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't.
He's in a Jackass movie.
Okay.
They had him punch someone in the testicles, I do believe.
Okay.
So, anyway, ready for the second one?
Yep.
Bobby Hall.
Bobby Hall. Gosh, dude. Mrs. Hockey.
You say Mrs.?
Yeah.
The Golden Jet.
The Golden Jet.
Yeah.
That is a sick nickname, and I didn't know that.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Conor McGregor.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh, I know it. I just can't, Conor McGregor. Man, I'm blanking.
That's all right.
This is tough. I'm going to go with a pass. What is it?
The Notorious One.
Oh, my God. Dude, that is so brutal. Oh, that one hurts worse than a jersey number. I swear to you. Anderson Silva.
Oh, man.
I know. It's kind of hard on the spot.
Anderson Silva. Oh, dude, I'm going to go with the boa constrictor, but what is it?
The Spider.
The Spider!
Yeah, you knew it.
No.
I know. It's tough.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. I can't believe I missed Conor McGregor.
See, okay, Nate, this is just such a layup. Roy Halladay.
Doc.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Is that good? Or?
All right. Mine aren't super layupy. Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Mine are kind of old. You know?
Yeah. I'm going to go Speedy.
Mr. October.
Oh, my gosh. Dude. Once you hear them, you're like, I knew that.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
All right.
Well, here's another layup for you. Pavel Bure.
Oh, the Russian Rocket.
So,
guy's a beauty. Okay, last one for me.
Yeah.
Vanderlei Silva. This one I didn't think you'd get, but I think you're going to lose it when I tell you what it is.
I'm going to go with the Gator.
The Axe Murderer. Are you kidding? Did he kill a guy? Yeah. It's did you kill a guy in the ring with an axe? Is there
the
something
Axe
we don't know?
Murderer?
The Axe Murderer.
Oh my goodness. That is in the
Ridiculous.
back pocket for the TikTok.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
Outrageous.
All right, Nate. Nikolai Habibulin.
Oh my God. The Bulin Wall. Dominic Hasek.
The Dominator.
There we go.
Yeah.
What are some other good ones just off the top of our heads?
Yeah. What are some awesome nicknames?
Wow.
Wayne Gretzky.
The Great One. Holy smokes. Sid the Kid.
The Kid.
Sid the Kid.
The Kid.
The Great Eight.
Yeah, the Great Eight. Pasta.
Yeah, see, everyone has.
The Bread Man.
That's what I mean. Everybody has a nickname now.
Yeah.
DeBrincat the Cat.
Is it the Cat?
DeBrincat. Yeah, they call him the Cat.
What's
Patrick Kane doesn't really have one,
the cab driver?
Captain Sirius. Jonathan Taves.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
The Claw.
What does I guess Splash Brothers? I was going to say this.
Yeah,
Steph Curry, but Curry doesn't really have one for himself, does he?
No, I don't think he does. The King.
That's crazy to think of now.
The
King.
Anyway, that's going to be a segment we bring back, and we'll make it a little bit more difficult next time. The UFC fighters is fun to dive into because those are obnoxious.
Axe murderer.
But that'll conclude the halftime show of episode 31 of season 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're moving into quarter 3. It's MLB talk, Nate. 75 years ago today, or I guess 75 years ago, a couple of days ago, Jackie Robinson made his MLB debut. Absolute trailblazer. The MLB does such a great job of having like 42 day when all of the teams wear number 42.
Sick.
It's the best.
Yes, it's awesome.
The best. And
so cool.
Other leagues need to take a page out of that book and make a celebration of, breaking the color barrier. And I mean, Willie O'Ree was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2022.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's
crazy.
Insane. How far behind the other leagues are of, bringing this to light and really, celebrating this and honoring the trailblazers of the color barrier in different sports. But Jackie Robinson, what a legend. I haven't seen the movie 42 yet. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time.
Me too.
But that's something that's on the watch list for sure.
I think back to Joel Ward when he used to play for the Cavs. He'd rock 42. Jackie Robinson, sick.
Money.
Sick. That guy was a beauty, man.
Oh my goodness.
Such a beauty.
4 years, UPI Panther.
Yeah, dude. Coming out of the CIS.
Oh man, I remember
U Sports.
Yeah, I remember my dad. We used to have season tickets to the Axemen. I remember my dad and Mark Hanneman, his good friend, shout out. They used to sit me down and be like, "This guy's going to the NHL. Like this guy would dominate out there and would be flying around." And what a tremendous talent he was.
He was clutch, dude.
Yeah, Joel Ward. He had a good few playoff runs with Washington, didn't he?
Yeah. Well,
did he win the cup with Washington?
No, he didn't. They let him go.
San Jose?
Unfortunate. I believe he was in San Jose, yeah. Well, he was even gone after, I think it was 2016. He went on the cup run with San Jose when they lost to Pittsburgh in 2016. Okay. So he was only there for 14 he was there 12 because he had the goal against Boston in OT.
Yep, he
in
did.
Game 7. So that was he was there 12, 13, 14, 15, I want to say.
Okay.
Something like that. But no, what ended up happening with him, just quick facts here. Yeah. He scored, what was it for Nashville the year before that? He scored 7 goals in 7 games in the playoffs. And then in that offseason, I believe it was something around the lines of like 28 teams were after him in free agency.
Oh my goodness.
And he ended up going to Washington. And yeah, I mean, he was clutch in the playoffs. He was awesome. My goodness.
Yeah, he was a tremendous talent. But twin brothers, Taylor and Tyler Rogers. They exchanged lineup cards this week in the Giants and Padres. Obviously, it's amazing to see, we're going to get into it here in a minute, but like how many siblings and family members get into the professional leagues? It's almost outrageous.
It is. And imagine like being their parents. Being like, I've got a son in the NBA.
Talking about walking around with your testicles in a wheelbarrow.
Oh my God, dude. What are some off the top of your head? You get the Watt brothers.
Kachuk brothers.
Yeah. The Stalls.
Yeah, dude, I saw holidays in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw something about the Stalls the other day. They were talking and they were like, what was it? Yeah, all 3 Stall brothers have played 1,000 games. I was like, there's 4. I was like, poor old Jared.
Yeah, that's right.
They said there's only 3. I was like, holy smokes, guys.
That is an incredible feat, though, that Jordan, Mark, and Eric have all played 1,000 games.
I believe that was the stat.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Man, remember when we were watching Mark? He looks like a wildebeest.
Oh, he's pretty punched out.
Yeah, 36 years old, tinted visor, more hair on his face than you could ever believe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of brothers in you think about the Jones brothers as well. I mean, throughout sports, the Jones is unique because one's a UFC star and one's an NFL star.
That's sick.
Yeah, but...
what if LeBron James would have had a brother? Like, what? Yeah. He would have been sick.
The Williams sisters.
The Williams sisters, that's right.
Yeah. The Korda sisters in golf.
Yes.
Yeah, and their brother plays on the ATP Tour.
Crazy.
In tennis.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, like...
How do you...
What?
It's just... There's built different.
Yeah, there's a dynamic of the family, and there's a lot of things that go into being a professional athlete, but that's incredible. Freddie Freeman made his debut in Los Angeles this week for the Dodgers. Got a huge ovation. I hate seeing it.
You hate seeing it?
Personally hate it. I hate that Freddie, because, I mean, he's just 12 years as the Braves. They win the World Series. He just feels like he should still be there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Especially in those circumstances where you win.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man, too, at the same time, it's like you got to chase that bag as well.
Oh, for sure.
Just get paid.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it kind of comes into.
Set up the generations to
yeah,
come.
exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
And imagine just like, I don't know, getting to play for the Dodgers, like you're in the prime time,
Oh yeah,
It would be pretty. It'd be a tough thing to pass up.
Living in California,
and it's like, imagine like if we played, you know what I mean? And like we're talking like this, being like, well, you should have stayed in Atlanta. If we were signing, be like, I want nothing to do with it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be in discussions with Miami and Los Angeles.
Exactly. It's like I had somewhere that doesn't get cold. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Nate, Albert Pujols this week. He's back in St. Louis playing for the Cardinals. He hit his first home run for the St. Louis Cardinals. First home run since 2011. He's still
really
crazy. He's still playing. Yeah. So
that's crazy. 42.
That's insane, dude. Yeah. I don't know. We need to pull up the clip.
I thought what
he got gunned out trying to steal third.
No.
Oh, he wasn't even halfway down the base path, dude. He was chugging. It was bad.
Yeah, he's a unit.
Oh my god.
You gotta talk about the big unit.
He is such a unit, man. I mean, he's
God, he was sick.
Oh,
in the beginning, it was just automatic homers. Every highlight you saw, it was like Mike Trout Jr.
He's been the best home run hitter of our age, of our generation so far. I mean, I don't know how many he has.
He's over 500. He's over 5. Yeah. I was looking at I think it was something on Instagram the other day, and it was like, man, the steroid era in baseball was just crazy. And it shows Mark McGwire just out there in the home run derby, just like one hand and slaughtering balls.
The forearms on him
absolutely juiced, dude. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Yeah, muscles you can't even name that were popping out of his forearms.
You watch it, it almost makes you want to take steroids.
Yeah,
like I could turn into an absolute
might
brute.
Be one step ahead of you, Adam.
I'm gonna need him here, Calvin.
No, Nate. I did kind of want to finish off quarter 3 and then MLB. We're talking about a lot of extensions talk, mainly surrounding the Toronto Blue Jays, talking about Bo Bichette, and I guess they're way off both sides. So that's going to be interesting to see because they need to keep Bo Bichette. He's been
so lights, like defensively. Yeah, it's been crazy, man.
Holy
some of the
smokes.
plays he's been making, some spin around slides, just gunning guys. I think probably the issue where they are a little like out of touch with him. Like that's not even the term I'm looking for, out of touch, but far apart in negotiations. I mean, when you look at it, it's like, okay, well, we got Vladdy coming up.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's literally whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You got to give him, like, we're talking $500 million.
Oh,
like without a doubt, he's getting $500 million and they got to give him 15 years. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't let him go.
No, you can't.
You're never going to get somebody like this.
No, he's not only close to being the face of the league and MVP candidate perennially, he's going to be the face of Toronto sports for a long time.
And I think
him and Austin Matthews.
For sure. And I think the other thing about the Jays too is like, they're not like, I'm not going to say cheap, but like they're a little bit on the side of cheap.
Yeah. I mean, they've done a good job to bring in some guys this year, Nate, but yeah, you're right. I mean, hopefully they can shift out. They're going to pay out they certainly don't have the reputation of a Red Sox Yankees.
Well, no, exactly.
So,
but I mean, they probably don't have the money of them either.
Yeah. And I'm a little worried because in Boston, Bogarts and Devers, I guess, are hundreds of millions apart in the negotiation. So we'll see what happens there.
Gives you Mookie vibes, doesn't it?
If they get rid of those
two,
two,
that was crazy when they got rid of Mookie.
Yes,
holy
still
smokes, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what Bo Bichette will get.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to know what he's asking.
300, 400,
probably 350.
Oh,
why not? Right, like.
Yeah, he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Get it.
All right, Nate, we're moving into quarter 4 of the PGA, and it's PGA Tour and NFL talk. It's season 2, episode 31 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're talking PGA Tour. They're down in South Carolina, as we talked about last episode. It is the RBC Heritage Open, I should say, and Kevin Kisner, my one and done pick, emceed.
I've been there, buddy. I've been there.
Hate it.
Well, yeah, it's not ideal.
No, I mean, it's not.
If it's any consolation to you, I've got Joaquin Niemann. He's in like 8th place, and I'm going to make $100,000.
Yeah,
like I can't even catch up.
Yeah, you need a winner.
I can't catch up. I can't get one.
So I think it's a week off next week in the one and done, Nate, because it's the Zurich Classic, which is the team event. Cam Smith and Mark Leishman won it last year, so we'll see what happens there.
Okay.
Is that any good, Cammy Smith?
Well, I can't use him again.
No, that's right. Yeah. But
you must still have him left, eh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, okay. I'm going to be sniffing him. I think the PGA Championship.
Okay, I still got Rombo.
So do I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who the hell have you been using? I guess Kevin Kisner.
Yeah. But, I don't have Scheffler. I got Scheffler on a win though.
Yeah. Big. Yep. That is big. Imagine if you would have picked him like that one where he was won the 4 and 6, like one of the two that he didn't. That's like something I would have pulled off for sure.
And Rory at the Masters. That was predetermined from the beginning of the year. Came second. So
that's not bad at all. Yeah, even a second's nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice little chunk.
But Patrick Cantlay is leading the way. at the RBC Heritage. He has 3 top 10s in his last 4 starts at the RBC Heritage. So that guy might be sniffing around. But we got some guys charging up the leaderboard. You got Kevin Nas, a couple back. Corey Connors is in the mix. But we'll continue to
Corey Connors is certainly in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been going. Yeah.
Yeah. I got an outright on Corey Connors.
Do you?
Yep. And Kevin Na.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how are you?
Yep.
What is that stat for Corey Connors hole-in-ones?
It's got 4 on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
4?
Yeah, that's stupid. How about Stuart Sink, too?
How many has he got?
I don't know, but he's been kind of a highlight reel lately, eh?
Oh, yeah,
Was he dunking one at the Masters?
Yeah,
He did something this week, too.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's just him just being like, you get the reaction of his face, and it's just like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
He's such a vet.
Yeah.
Richard, friend of the show, Richard Fitzwell, hates his son. Son caddies for him. Just hates him.
Richard, sometimes...
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know what? Richard, certainly questionable at times.
He is questionable at times.
Yeah.
Hates a caddy who's also a child?
Yeah.
Come on, Richard. Be better than that. It's ridiculous.
Nate, just to kind of finish off quarter 4 here, we're going to move into the NFL. Stephon Gilmore, former quarterback for the Patriots, 5-time Pro Bowler, has signed with the Colts. Dude, the Indianapolis Colts defense this season, best defense in the league. They're insane, man.
Yeah, foolish.
It's going to be a wagon this season. We got Robbie Anderson. You hate to see it, Nate. So Baker Mayfield, Carolina Panthers, have had talks that they want to bring in Baker Mayfield. Robbie Anderson, their best receiver, commented on Instagram, said no in capital letters.
Oh, man.
This guy's getting a beat down.
It's a lot to unpack for the PR team. You got to feel for him.
Yeah.
It's like, well, now we've got just like, oh, geez, man.
You hate to see it.
You do.
You hate to see
Baker, too. He's on the absolute, like, the Waterworks tour.
Oh,
holy smokes, man.
Yeah, well, wow, we don't really feel bad for you, Baker. To be completely honest with you.
Like, you're okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Nate, the Packers did sign Sammy Watkins, wide receiver. Derek Carr signed an extension in Las Vegas for $40 million a year, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Derek Carr secured the bag in Las Vegas. The NFL draft.
With 3 years.
120.
Yeah.
Crazy. He's the 4th best quarterback in his division.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's so true, though. Yeah. Wow.
You got Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert as well. So that division's going to be so sick. One of those teams is going to get
screwed, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's going to be some good games for sure.
And the NFL draft is about 2 weeks away, Nate. So we'll be running down a guest for that to break down that first round. I'm really excited about that.
For sure.
But that'll conclude quarter 4 of the Daily Intermission podcast. Nate, we're going to move into the fire wagon and the dog water of the week. Yep. My fire wagon, Nate, is a guy by the name of Trey Young. Getting his team into the playoffs, shooting from half court, putting up 38 points in a play-in game. Absolute wagon.
He is a wagon. And you know what? It's crazy. I have forgotten what my fire wagon is, but I do have my dog water.
Okay, bring out the dog water first.
Bringing out the dog water, and that is Sony. These damn 4K cameras. We're spending $1,000 on them. They don't even work.
Yeah.
And they say they're 4K. I don't even think they are.
Yeah.
So shame on you, Sony dog water of the week.
We got $2,000 cameras in here. One of them's not working, so
doesn't work.
It's just a joke. But Nate, my dog water of the week.
Yeah.
Goes to both Los Angeles basketball teams, the Lakers and the Clippers. They both will be out of the postseason this year, and just two teams that on paper look like they should be playing in the postseason, and they will be missing out. So Crypto.com Center will be empty this postseason.
Few Bieber concerts, but that's going to be about it.
That's true.
And I've now remembered my fire wagon of the week.
Okay.
And it is Carey Price.
Okay, yeah.
He's coming back. He is back.
Yep.
He's, he's done it all. He's come back from, the rehab stint, everything there.
Yep.
Mental health stuff. So, he's my fire wagon of the week for sure.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carey Price.
Yeah.
All right, Nate. Well, that'll conclude things. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you give it a 5-star review. Give us a comment on whatever platform you're using to listen to the podcast. Go follow us on our socials, and we'll be back next week.
Hopefully COVID-free. Damn.